Sumayya Bilal and I worked as the Assistant Director of the HR Department for The Mirror.
My name is Mohammad Adil. I was the Director LCA for Phase 1 of 2022 as well as the summer internship.
My name is Namisha Rashid and I joined The Mirror in I think the last phase around July 2022, and I am the Director of the Growth Department.
My name is Zoha Fatma and I have been working alongside The Mirror since April 2021, so it's been a little over than a year. And currently I am the administrative coordinator over here.
Hi, my name is Aman and I joined The Mirror at the very beginning during its formation year, which I think was 2020, and we now call that phase Quarter O.
I am Faryal Ishfaq and I founded The Mirror in January 2017. Over these last 5.5 years, I've had the privilege to be the founding president at this wonderful organization.
Hi, I'm Suman. I worked with The Mirror in their external relations department as a summer intern in phase 2 of 2021.
Hi, I'm Maham Fazal. I joined The Mirror in the first phase of 2020 and I was HR director for 8 months, and then I was promoted to administrative coordinator and I held that position for about a year.
I am Zoha Tahir. I joined The Mirror in 2022 in Phase 1 as an editor in the publications department.
I'm Isha Mehtab and I founded The Mirror in 2017 in January, and it has been 5.5 years since I have been running it and I have loved every single second.
Hi, my name is Shahrukh Mujahid Khan and I have been affiliated with the organization for as long as I can remember. I officially joined The Mirror back in March 2020 during the first quarter of the year, and I was a member of Department Creatives and Department Publications. Later on, I had the opportunity to be inducted into a group of 3 individuals who were meant to oversee all major operations at the organization and handle any crisis that came up at any given time. It was an exclusive body that was known as the Crisis Control Committee, the CCC. And moving forward, I had the amazing opportunity to work with the founding presidents, the general secretary and the administrative coordinator, and officially got inducted into the executive body of the Mirror as a managing director, working closely with all of these amazing people and having the most wonderful time at the organization.
My name is Ilya and I joined The Mirror back in 2020 as an intern, but then I left The Mirror and then I joined back during 2021 phase 2 as an assistant director social media. Then I became the director social media in 2022 and now I'm serving as the internship head.
Myself Khadija Firman, and मेरी joining I guess Mirror के साथ हुई थी in the middle of July somewhere. I guess starting of July probably. तो it was like July में हुई थी, लेकिन ऐसे लग रहा था that I've been a family member since 2 years क्योंकि I've been following their page since long. I have been really wanting कि यार कुछ ना कुछ तो मिल जाए Mirror में. So yeah, basically I am the Brown Girl Support System Manager. It's the BGSB manager from Growth Department.
My most cherished memory at The Mirror that I will never forget is the photo walk at Old Lahore that we did back in summer internship 2021. We went with the photography department and not only did we have a great time, but we also managed to raise a lot of funds for our cause.
It was the ice-breaking session organized by Adil and Iria in March 2020.
My most vivid memory in The Mirror would probably be the after sessions we used to have after our work timings, where we would play games, we would get to know each other and create a bond between our team, because that made me realize that for us to make a good team and a productive team that is working on a singular cause, there need to be a bond. So and a bond that relies on trust and that relies on immense love for each other. And this was the most vivid part of the whole internship that made it very good, even if it was online?
So the most vivid memory, that is a really hard question, but I would have to say my first internship, because my internees were absolutely amazing and I loved working with them, and I'm still in touch with them. So yes, my first internship.
Honestly speaking, I had an amazing experience working here. From the homely workspace to connecting with the team so easily, and not to mention the fun, casual, yet empowering meetings.
My most vivid memory, well, there hasn't been one. There are many, let me tell you that. But if I have to talk about a few, then I would definitely mention this Brown Girl Support Program session I was part of, and we were talking about our bodies, how to feel confident in them, and how we like to be supported, how we don't like to be supported. And I remember feeling so confident and happy and proud of who I was after coming out of that session, and I just take that feeling everywhere I go, whenever I meet everyone at the mirror. So yeah, that is definitely one. And one more is when I had a surprise birthday and thingy at a closing ceremony, and the entire executive board at the mirror made this hilarious video for me that I still watch whenever I feel down. So that was definitely a very vivid memory.
My most vivid memory of spending time with the mirror has to be, so basically we were applying for this grant that WFA had to offer, and so there was a very specific criteria that we had to work for, right? So there we did have a lot of grant ideas, projects that we could have worked on, but they weren't exactly aligning with WFA's criteria, so we had to come up with an entirely different project. And then I think we sat together, like all of us. That's the thing, right? The entire, I think there were like at least three, all of the EB, or at least three people from the EB were with us, and then we worked for like 2-3 consecutive hours to plan the entire budget for the project. It's like basically built it from scratch.
Since I've been with the mirror for a long time, I have quite a few memories, and some of them are my first meeting when I joined the mirror, the first meeting I had with my team members when I became Director of Publications, being able to join book club last phase, that was definitely exciting, and working alongside Faryal on Alif Se Agahi, which has to be one of the most meaningful projects I did here at the mirror.
I feel like every meeting and event at the mirror has always been so memorable, but I still vividly remember this window session back in 2020 during COVID, where we played Never Ever Ever, and it was really fun playing that because HR had planned a lot of activities for us, and during that COVID time it was just so fun. And other than that, I hosted a session for the publications department, a fun session basically for the publications department with LCA, and it was really fun and wholesome because people that were participating were so enthusiastic about it, and I had so much fun. And then working on different projects, on social media regarding projects, on designing newsletters back in 2020, and then heading to projects of the internships. I think each one of them has been so amazing for me, and it has been an amazing experience, honestly.
Okay, so my favorite vivid memory from the mirror, क्योंकि मुझे इतना time नहीं हुआ इसको join किया हुआ, but I feel like a family, more like a family in here, because the core member is, जब वो लोग plan कर रहे थे इस चीज़ को, तो we were in contact and she was telling us कि what is she planning and what is the platform basically about. अभी implementation में नहीं आया था, but it was like कि they were just planning. So it was, I guess, then, or so when I joined in, मुझे जब पता चला that I've been elected as the BGSP manager, तो I was like, oh, really झटका मार के पहले manager बन गए, भाई बहुत बड़ी बात है. And all of that I was like super proud of myself, and I was like, भाई अब तो खत्म है ना, अब मैंने जो मेरा summer break है, मैंने बहुत productive बनाना, बहुत हो जाएगा. And the fun part was that when I was introduced to the groups and all of that, जब official हुआ सब कुछ, everyone made me feel like भाई आपकी जो post है ना वो is like wow बहुत बड़ी post है. Although the work was not done fun, but I really wish कि काम इस पर होता because it was like super best thing that has ever occurred. क्योंकि यहाँ पे जो ideas होते हैं like wow. So yeah, so it was like कि मुझे जब पता चला कि BJ is the manager, I was like oh shit, इतना सब कुछ मैं कैसे manage करूँगी, मुझे तो कुछ भी नहीं आता and all of that. And I also had the confidence कि भाई मुझे सिखाओगे या थोड़ा सा भी बताओगे तो I'll do it on my own. तो और मुझे ज़्यादा किसी की हेल्प की ज़रूरत पसंद नहीं होती. I like to do the work I want to do. So this was my most vivid memory from the mirror.
I guess my most vivid memory at the organization would have to be when the Mirror was conducting interviews for the first ever internship at the organization. And this was a time when I had been newly inducted into the Crisis Control Committee. I only started getting to know the presidents Faryal and Isha well. We started having more conversations, and when the time came around to take interviews, I just remember it to be filled with so much, so much jokes. Such a good time spent with one another. We laughed so much on so many things and genuinely enjoyed ourselves. The internship went to be a success, and it was wonderful to see all of these amazing people. The outcome of this entire thing was that I got to build an amazing professional and personal relationship with both Faryal and Isha, and they remain to be my two amazing friends. So that is my most vivid memory of the organization.
My most vivid memory would be, I think, the very first Colors of Our Struggle event, because I remember all the effort and thinking that went into it, from coining the name to figuring out a location and putting together all the art supplies. I love the way everyone came together to make it a successful event.
My most vivid memories at the Mirror were those of the Mirror's book club, of the window sessions, of meetings that I had with my team. Basically anything interactive that I got to spend time with those amazing people in that organization.
So the part that I loved the most was that it never really felt like work, It was always just us helping each other out and having fun with it.
I love the can-do attitude that the Mirror elicits out of people. I love the fact that there's a lot of motivation going around, that there's a lot of appreciation going around. I love the fact that the people around you are willing to and want to do the work. I think that's what stuck out most to me when I first joined.
Answering this question is so hard because honestly, I love everything about the Mirror. I love its people, I love its family, I love Faryal, I love Isha. I love how comforting Mirror has always been, how it has provided so many opportunities for me and for everyone else, and given us such a space to learn so much and to grow so much. And with that, I've also had so much fun being in the Mirror. So honestly, I just love everything about Mirror. There's nothing specific that I can describe that, oh, this is the only thing that I love about the Mirror.
It's hard to pick a single thing that I love the most about the Mirror. But if I absolutely have to, it would probably be that the Mirror has served as an everyday reminder for the last many years to keep moving forward, and it has also served as a vessel through which I could use my voice. It has empowered me, it has taught me so much, it has gotten me so many places that I never thought I would see, and it has just been there, it's just always been there, and it most importantly taught me to be consistent and to just keep moving forward, that the journey will not be linear, but it is okay as long as you are progressing forward. I thank the Mirror for a million reasons, but these are the ones that will always stay close to my heart, and ones that
I think I like quite a few things about the Mirror, but some of them that are just coming to my mind right now is I loved how organized everything was. If you know me, you know how much I hate clutter in my room, in everything. So just how everything was organized, the meetings, the projects, the departments, very smooth, and I'm a sucker for that. So I really love that part. But other than that, I think just the projects that we did, the kind of like, because it was something that being a woman it's something that I'm personally invested in, and just to see like other similar brilliant women and men coming up with ideas, executing them, that was amazing. The meetings were very fun as well, and I think because I live in Islamabad and most of the team was based in Lahore, so just being able to interact with so many people all across Pakistan was.
I love the fact that the Mirror is such an inclusive and safe space. It really provides you with the environment you need to grow and flourish as a person.
So working with the Mirror has been an amazing journey, a very productive one I would say, because I got to grow a lot both professionally and personally, and I loved the respectful and understanding environment. I was constantly being reminded that I'm really appreciated in that environment, so I really loved it.
So, what I loved about the Mirror the most was the fact that we could do something, right? So, for as long as I can remember, I've wanted to do something, and because like there's only certain things that you can do at an individual stage of your life. So, I was doing whatever I could to make small changes that I thought would help contribute to the society, right? But the Mirror gave me a platform where I felt like I could do a lot more, right? I didn't just have to think about, but like अच्छा मेरा इतना ही scope है, or this is the only way I could affect the world. The Mirror basically provided me a way bigger and more powerful platform where I felt like I was doing something on a way bigger scale, right? That's something that I absolutely loved about the Mirror.
Purpose. Yeah, the purpose, for sure, in every possible way. It's the purpose that it gave each day, every second I wake up, before I go to sleep. Yeah, everything in between all of that.
No matter where you came from, it was one of the most safe and inclusive spaces that you could be a part of in contemporary Pakistan.
The thing I loved most at the Mirror was how it felt more home than home sometimes. How it was an amalgamation of all these people who gave you all the love, the hope, the warmth that you needed. It gave you this energy, this motivation to carry on to the next day, to live another day, to work harder than you've ever worked before, and to do the best that you can, to be the best version of yourself. That's what I loved most about the Mirror. The sense of belonging, the sense of being loved, being cherished for who you are.
One thing that I love the most about the Mirror are definitely the people. Everyone was so welcoming, from the founders to the head of departments to the interns to every person that I met through the Mirror were extremely humble, extremely incredible, talented and very intelligent people, and I got to learn so much from them. I created so many bonds, and everyone made us feel so welcome. Faryal made sure, and Faryal and Isha, both of them made sure that everyone's mental health is fine, and they made sure that they have their guidance with everyone. And yeah, that's what I loved the most about the Mirror, the people.
I cherish every moment spent at the Mirror, but being a part of the crisis control committee, I really enjoyed the whole recruitment process. And back in 2019, I remember me and Faryal and Usama were conducting an interview, and there was this Chinese and Japanese, some sort of candidate whose name we couldn't pronounce, and we were like, me and Usama were like, Faryal, iska interview tum logi, humse aisi control nahi hogi.
So talking about the most favorite memory at Mirror is like the best thing about Mirror, or what I learned was that I already knew about them or सब कुछ, क्योंकि I've been following their page. So it was the positive environment these people have in them, like wow, the super supportive. कोई आपको फील नहीं होता कि यार उस बंदे की मुझसे पोस्ट आया है, क्यों है, क्या है उसमें qualities? It's nothing as such. It's like growth होती है कि आप सोचते हो कि यार मैं आपके पास ये ख्याल ही नहीं आते, ख्यालात ही नहीं आते. Okay, Karachi section आ रहे हैं. Sorry. Okay, so yeah, you think that everyone is so supportive in here, man. आपको कहीं पर भी you never feel down in here because you have so good people in here, so good environment in here. इतनी अच्छी handling होती है. I've never seen it anywhere. Honestly speaking, I've never seen it anywhere. Also, I had been into previous internships and I've been working with some of the other organizations and all of them, but I have never seen such good and positive content, honestly speaking. So that's the thing I loved about the mirror, the positive environment, how beautifully these people take you to the edge without even feeling that you didn't do anything. You were a baby from the start and you didn't knew कि करना क्या है, कैसे करना है, but it was like हो जाएगा यार, इतने अच्छे लोग हैं, वो आपको थोड़े से चंक बताते थे, आगे आइडिया को खुद ही होते थे. That was the speciality of these people and this platform. So yeah, that's the thing I loved about the positive environment, man, the support system, the brilliant of ideas, और मतलब कमाल की हर चीज़. एक big point होते हैं ना where you think कि यार ये चीज़ ऐसी perfect है. There comes a time जब आप वो देखते हो and you be like, man, ये मेरे दिमाग में था, but not this word, the specific word or the specific. So it's like so much. Yes. बहुत बड़ी हो गई है. I'm sorry.
My favorite people in the mirror, that is, I cannot answer that. There were so many amazing people, from my first director Meher to the last people that I've worked with. Everyone was so amazing, but the people who stayed with me and who made sure that I was growing and I was learning in every step were obviously the founders, Isha and Faraz. So I think Farisha.
I mean, everyone's a favorite man, but all I can say at this moment is that Faryal and Isha did an incredible job of managing the organization, their education, and of course, putting up with all of us.
Iria Abraham. She is all things perfect. Diligent, humble, sweet, inspiring, you name it. And she's also partially the reason why I joined the Mirror.
Wow, I think there's no one person at the Mirror that I love. There are so many people at the Mirror that I love and I adore. But for sure, Isha and Faryal has been such mentors.
My most favorite person at the Mirror. It's like you're asking me to choose my favorite child from a family of 250 plus people. So I'm not doing that. But I will definitely mention my most favorite girls at the Mirror who have been like my rock and my support whenever I have needed them to be. And that would definitely be Maham, that would be Zoha Fatma and Zoha Tahir, both of them. That would be Marzia, that would be Raiha, that would be Tasneem, and so many other women that I have just gone to and talked about all of these issues and problems, and they have offered me their love and support. And yeah, that's what I have to say about my favorite people.
There's so many amazing people at the Mirror that it's very hard to just pinpoint one person. However, I can talk about the people that had a very resounding impact on my life. Starting off with Amar and Abdullah, my team members who were so passionate about the Mirror that it really inspired me as well. Then the presidents, Faryal and Isha, for just being amazing all-round human beings. Zoha for being the kindest person I've ever met in my entire life. Iman for being an amazing supervisor and honestly taking care of me throughout the entire 2 phases that I was part of the Mirror. And everyone else too, whoever I interacted with at the Mirror did leave some part of themselves with me.
My favorite person would definitely be the founder, president, and my best friend Isha Mehtab. And I absolutely loved her because of the effort that she's been putting in the Mirror. I've seen her work late at nights. I've seen her brainstorm all of the ideas for the next phase, for the next project. And I think that obviously since we've been friends for almost more than 8 years, she would definitely be my favorite person in the Mirror other than the fact that she was my best friend, she was also probably the best president and founder and mentor that the Mirror could have had.
But if I absolutely have to, the two people that come to mind are firstly Maham Fazil, the administrative coordinator for 2021, and Zoha Fatma, the administrative coordinator for the next year, 2022. These two girls are brilliant for so many reasons. They've been their absolute best. I have personally connected with them. I found through them inspiration, friendship, and just motivation. On days when I felt low, these girls reminded me and continue. And they're not just the most competent people you'll meet, but they're also the most wonderful human beings. They're kind, they're empathetic, they care, and they just have this aura to themselves that in their presence, I don't think anyone could feel down. And if they do, Maham and Zoha know just how to make somebody feel better. They're true leaders, and I wish them nothing but love, success, and happiness in their journeys ahead.
As much as I would like to pick someone that I love the most out of the organization, I possibly cannot do that, because everyone that I have interacted with over the year and even after that, through social media and just staying in touch, has been such a wonderful person, and I've loved getting to know each and every one of them. I obviously worked with some people more closely than I did with others, but just everyone from the leadership and the executive board to all the directors, the assistant directors, and the members. I just maybe some of you don't know me personally, but I see the work that you do sometimes on social media. I just seeing how passionate all of you are about the work. So I just I love everyone in the organization.
The favorite person in the Mirror, I have many. Like एक नहीं है यार, सब favorite हैं. मैं अपनी favorite नहीं हूँ यहाँ पर. I'm favorite. I like people like what do you call it's like super supportive. जो main branch होते हैं ना support करने वाले, कोई मसला नहीं है. आप इसको ऐसे करके देख लो, हम इसको ऐसे tackle कर लेते हैं, ऐसे कर लेते हैं. Those sort of people, and I'll be quoting a few names. मैं एक का नाम नहीं लूँगी because everyone deserves appreciation, and yeah, because I liked everyone. And why do I like them? I'll let you know. पीछे बता चुकी मैं reason कि उनके that I loved. Why did I love Mirror? Was because of people, and why do I love those people is because of their environment. So yeah, it's Faryal, Isha, thank you so much, Isha, thank you so much. It's Faryal, Isha, Iman, Ramisha, yeah, I'll be quoting Ramisha in here as well, and Mariam Batu. So yeah, I guess मेरा इन्हीं से ही as such interaction हुआ, like थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा हुआ है, थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा हुआ है. लेकिन the thing I love, why do I like them all? Because of their super इतना busy होने के बावजूद भी, like man, I had talked to Isha. She's doing double majors in English and psychology. Sorry Isha, I'm just exposing you here, but yeah. So she is doing so much already, and then she's taking this organization. She's the core member basically, the founder. So yeah, she's the founder, co-founder, and she's doing so much. And this is what me inspires the most. यहाँ पर everyone is already इतना busy कि मुझे ऐसा बंदा कहेगा यार मेरे को यूनिवर्सिटी का काम बहुत ज़्यादा है, I cannot do this. This is like how much of hell. Why should I just ruin my life? I need to enjoy things. I need to breathe. But these people are like, okay, we'll take that. We'll take double majors instead, not a single one. We'll take double majors, and then we'll enjoy with friends and give family time, and then we'll have these internships, and then we'll be freelancing. And man, how? Like, this is like super management skills that make you guys.
So I think my favorite person has to be Isha. She is one of the founders of the Mirror, and so like I said, I joined relatively late, right? And I wish I could have worked with them more. but she was the one person who was extremely easygoing, and I could always approach her whenever I had queries regarding different things, my work, etc. And God, she's like the most genuine, approachable, and kind person I think there. I absolutely adore her.
That is such a loaded question because I have had the chance to work alongside some of the most wonderful people here at the Mirror, such as Maham, who was my own AC, and Basad, who was the assistant director where I was director of publications, and the publications team I got to lead during that time, especially them. But if I had to pick favorites, I would definitely pick Faryal and Adil. These are two of the most wonderful, genuine, and kind people I have met here, and they inspire me in so many ways that I'm simply in awe of these two human beings.
I have actually two favorite people at the Mirror. One of them is Faryal. Faryal is very, very inspiring, very professionally and personally as well. She's very humble, very down to earth, very mature, and seeing her attaining so many heights is very inspiring for me. And the way she used to talk to us and used to guide us, and her nature, it's very, I love her a lot. And another person would be Ali. Ali made sure that everyone in our department, Ali was our head of department, and he made sure that everyone in the department was on the same page as he is. Everyone is doing sign toss, and he was so jolly, and he used to crack up like dad jokes. That was the best part. We used to laugh so much. He made sure that we know each other, we have trust on each other, we communicate well. And yeah, being with him and being with Faryal gave me an instant boost of confidence, and a lesson that you should be humble and you should be always laughing and jolly. Yeah.
My most favorite people at the Mirror would have to be my executive body. That is Faryal and Isha, who were the founding presidents, Mahnoor, who was the general secretary, and of course, Maham, who was the administrative coordinator. These were people who were filled with love, so much warmth, hope, energy. They gave me, the reason to want to continue to the next day, to work on things harder than I've ever worked on them before, and to be a better version of myself, to be better, to do more. And we cried, we laughed, we fought, we made it, we did all of these things together as a team. And that is what I love the most about them.
I'm very sad that the Mirror is shutting down. It's been a huge part of my identity since last year, and I don't know what I'm going to do without it. But all of the executive board members are heading for their own personal journeys, and I'm very excited to see where they end up and the impact they're going to have tomorrow. So while I'm sad, I'm also very hopeful, and I am very grateful to what the Mirror has done for me, and I will always remember it.
When I heard the Mirror is closing down, honestly, I was in denial, and I was shocked, and I was completely in denial. I was like, oh no, what's happening? But with time, it's just, the
thought of the Mirror ending is extremely saddening. However, I feel like the skills that the Mirror has imparted onto its members are something that will keep the memory of the Mirror fresh in our hearts and our minds for many years to come.
I'm still processing that we won't have the Mirror anymore, but I really hope that people who started it and who were with it till the end get the closure and get to fulfill their dreams that they really wanted to fulfill. Yes, for now I cannot say anything other than this. Yeah.
So I got to know about the news from the email before I saw the post on social media, and for a minute I had to take some time to let it sink in. I just didn't think that it was something I was expecting, but the decision was understandable. Everyone has some other priorities going on at the moment, but I just want to say that the time I've spent here has been amazing. I've learned a lot of things. I've met some brilliant people, and to Faryal and Isha, I want you guys to know that the work that you've put in this organization has been tremendous. And I'm not seeing this as like the end per se. It's more like a temporary pause. Because you never know, maybe a few years down the line, it might be up and running again. So I really just want you guys to think that. So thank you.
I feel really sad, and because when I joined Mirror, I was so happy. It was my second time applying for Mirror and then getting in, and because Mirror, the foundation of Mirror lied in a cause that is very dear to my heart, and it was working so efficiently, so effectively, and it was changing so many lives that I had seen a vision for Mirror reaching the heights and reaching the goals that they had planned for themselves. So them closing down was a very much sad, because we don't have a lot of people who work for this cause passionately as the team of the Mirror did. But I am glad that I got to be part of the Mirror and learn so much from the people there and from the organization in general, and also fulfill my cause of working towards women empowerment and gender minorities. And yeah, it's been a great time here.
Okay, so it's unusual in the sense that I've only worked with them for 2 months, I think. But it's really sad that the Mirror has to close down, because I did have a lot of plans, and as the director of the growth department, I really had all this idea where we could possibly take the entire the NGO, right? But it's alright, things happen. I'm just so glad that they provided this platform to people like me, so many people who actually wanted to do something. And if anything, it's like a reminder that anyone of you could actually start up something. There's gonna be so many people who can support you, and if the Mirror ever decides to start again, I would love to be a part of this. Uske alawa, it's just they're all really kind people who have this passion to work and work for the betterment of the society. So I just hope that the world is kind to them, the way that they are towards the world as well, because everyone deserves it, at least they do, I think.
It has been one of the most difficult decisions I've ever had to make. Precisely because of how close to my heart this project is, and this mission has become, and really because of what it has made me. It has made me a better person. It has helped me grow and learn so many things. It has helped me meet so many of you, amazing people out there. And because it has been a consistent thing in my life for the past 5.5 years. Every day I wake up to messages and emails, and I have to reply and have to make to-do lists of every day to get certain tasks done. And I have done that every day. And so having that gone is definitely a big change in my life, and so many of your lives as well. And so just having to come to terms with that was a challenge. But because I have had time to come to terms with it and to think about it, I have realized that it's the mission. The mission of the Mirror is not going anywhere. It is going to stay in my heart, it is going to stay in yours, and everyone who has been supportive of us since day one. And it's going to last. And we can take that mission in so many multitude ways going forward, with so many possibilities that await us. And so just thinking about that makes me happy. And because it is a wise decision. Because you should always know when you have to start something, but also you should always know when to end something. And so I feel nothing but hope and satisfaction and peace. There's definitely a lot of sadness involved, but I also feel happy.
I cannot tell you how heartbroken I was to to read that email that that the mirror was shutting down and did not have plans to reopen until in the near future at least. Because it's a place that made me who I am today, that made me do all of these things that I do, that gave me the reason or to find the reason for why I do what I do, right? And it's just it made me just so heartbroken. I had plans to come back. I left at the beginning of this year when my contract ended, and I had to tend to some personal things, but I had plans to come back and to work with these amazing, wonderful people again, to be a part of this family and to do more than I ever could have done before. So I only wish the best for this organization. As much I always pray for all of these people. I love all of them.
To be honest, I feel really bad about the mirror shutting down. I can understand why it was necessary, but they obviously had their reasons. However, I do sincerely hope and pray that you guys make a comeback very soon, because I think our society needs NGOs like the Mirror in this day and age now more than ever.
Perhaps this is the hardest of them all. Not seeing the Mirror buzz on my phone and my laptop, on a WhatsApp, Trello, Google Drive, you name it, is not going to be normal. I have immersed myself to the work of this cause and organization since I was 17 years old. It has actually just become second nature. And not doing it every day around the clock, despite the deadlines that we set, okay, no texts after 9 p.m, but we're still up at 3 in the night. All of that is just so normal and natural to me that it will take a while to process and realize that this thing has come to a conclusion. Obviously, I'm overwhelmed and sad about it, but there's this strange peace in my heart. I'm content with the decision. I support it. And there might be a time in the future when we restart the Mirror. But if it's not, or until then, the Mirror is here in our hearts and on our shirts. And we can still do everything that the Mirror envisions doing and has done in other ways, as individuals, as a community, at our universities, through our extracurriculars. And I hope that we can continue upholding everything that the Mirror stands for and has ever tried to achieve in these other ways. The Mirror at the end of the day is a channel used to bring social good, to improve the lives of other people, and to be compassionate. And I'm sure that this team, our alumni, our audiences can and will continue upholding that and advocating for the right, for the good cause. It's just a really bittersweet goodbye, but it's going to be good. I have a feeling about it, and it's not going anywhere. It's right here, quite literally as well. And I wasn't supposed to make this so long, but I have lots of thoughts about it. But to summarize it, I guess this has truly been one of the most transformative journeys that I have had in my entire life, and I will always remember it, and I will always thank the opportunity that I got through the Mirror to lead this beautiful venture, this wonderful team for all this time. Thank you if you were also one of them in any way. Take care. Goodbye.
I feel like I still haven't come to terms with it. I plan on joining the Mirror again as a director, and although I've been a part of this organization for a very short time, the sadness and nostalgia hit me in waves. And I feel like nothing can discount the fruitful change that the Mirror has brought in us and our circles over the years. And I am just beyond grateful that although the Mirror is ending, it is leaving us with beautiful memories, albeit heavy hearts.
Closing down of Mirror कभी भी नहीं expect किया था. In fact, I was expecting कि यार it has to grow and it will become, you know, that what do you call that, जो very well known NGOs और organizations होते हैं. I used to think and I believed कि ये बनेगा, but you know, life have different plans and yeah, and everything happens for a reason. So yeah, when I heard about the message of Faryal coming up, that I feel so sorry. No. But yeah, wishing you everyone the best of luck, and those who are wishing कि यार they should have applied या फिर वो करते या फिर उन्हें करना चाहिए था. It's okay, life gives you different chances. There are second chances, so why not apply for them? And everything happens for a reason. So maybe this is also for something good. Maybe something best version of it is coming up. You never know. But yes, this is sad, very sad. And it's like यार घर की कोई चीज़ जा रही है.
Okay, I'm still processing the news. I don't know. I just want to mention that the mirror has served its purpose. That is contribution towards society, spreading positivity and awareness, talking about serious and sensitive issues. Mirror is a beautiful thing that ever happened.
I mean, it's kind of sad that the mirror is closing, but we'll all leave with something special that will stay with us for the rest of our lives.